I am now entering Glacier Peak Wilderness and leaving Lechlin National Recreation Area. I don't know if that's the end of North Cascades National Park or not, but I think it is. So I was going to camp here next to the stream, which is lovely, but I'm going to go up the hill a little bit and there's a better campsite, and then I'll come back for water. So this is our campsite. It's huge. We have a fire. There's another family down there and a gorgeous mountain and moon view. Good morning. It's day, oh crap, I don't know what day it is, what number it is, but today is Sunday. And I slept 5 miles down the trail at this big open campsite with a view of Mount Agnes, which is pretty cool since my confirmation name is Agnes. I'm noticing my face is dirty. Anyway, that was a very heavy pack I was carrying yesterday. 9 days of food, so it was good just to go 5 miles. And Savage was there and he built a fire, and that was kind of fun. I didn't get close to it. I just enjoyed it from my tent as I was getting my food ready for today. And I'm hoping to eat lots of food today so I don't have to carry it. And so I started out on the trail. I got on the trail by 6:45. Got up at 5:30, so I had a leisurely breakfast. I made my coffee in my tent. I made my oatmeal in my tent. There was a toilet, so that's always just a gem of a find. And now I'm going, hoping to go 15 miles. Either I've got my sights on an 11-mile campsite or a 15-mile campsite at Cloudy Pass Junction. And so right now I'm just kind of through the woods and finding some huge cedar trees. You can't really tell, but those things are really big. So I've seen no critters, but again, last night there was a deer. There's always a deer. I hit the wrong button. So seems like there's always a deer in the campsite, which is fine. Today is the day, I think, of big blowdowns too. So mentally preparing myself for that. I have my leggings on so that I don't get myself scratched up. Hopefully that will not be too hot, because today's supposed to be warm again, and then Monday it's supposed to rain, so we'll see how that goes. Rain never stopped me before, so it won't stop me now. Anyway, more later. Oh, one funny thing happened last night. I'm glad to know I am not the only one who does pocket filming or accidental filming. So it's not a being old thing. Because last night Savage was making a fire and he was going through the woods, he was collecting all kinds of wood, he was rustling around, and then he built a fire. And then as he's sitting there and his fire's going and everything, I hear him say, "Shit!" And I'm like, uh-oh. He something caught on fire, or he dropped something into the flames. And I'm like, "What happened? What's wrong?" And he's like, "I've been filming for the last 15 minutes. I was like, "Oh no." So he filmed all of him making a fire and collecting the wood. So maybe it'll be a good educational video for someone. Maybe he can turn that into a Boy Scout how to build a good fire. Because man, he built that thing fast and it was looking good. And yeah, he's good at that. I've never built a fire, so at least on the PCT. So yeah, he's a good fire builder. So I love logs like this. It's kind of hard to tell, but that is a tree that fell down a while ago. And it's growing all these little things out of it. I think they call those nurse logs. And there's another one in even greater state of decay. But it's just really cool the way the forest sort of regenerates itself. Oh, and I think, I don't know, but the ranger said something about service berries. So I'm curious if that's what this is. I always called them lily of the valley berries, or lily of the valleys. But he said there was service berries that grow in little clusters right now. But those don't look very yummy. But we'll see. We'll look that up when we get the infamous internet. How did I survive without it? This is Agnes Creek. So I'm counting the blowdowns, and I've had 3 so far, but I'm wondering if this one counts. I can walk completely under it. Oh no, I'm counting it. 4. Here is number 5 blowdown. Well, this is fun. Actually, this is somewhat clear. It was even worse back there. We couldn't see the trail. I feel so tiny. Don't know if you can see how big this is. It's big. Big around, but not very big tall. Number 6. Number 7 is a doozy. This is 8 and 9. We have both an over and an under in the same blowdown. And immediately after 8 and 9 is 10 and 11. Uh-oh! Where'd the trail go? It washed out. It resumes over there. So you gotta go through the woods. Just in case you were wondering where you were. This looks like a great little campsite right by the river. Lots of logs, little fire pit. Think I'm gonna have second breakfast here. So I guess this is the part of the trail where my high fashion comes out. It's actually not that bad, but I'm just kind of tired of the little guy's dive bomb in my eyeballs. And I want to sit for a while. So people have been complaining about how bad they are, but honestly, compared to Oregon, they so far have not been bad at all. So, but in the meantime, I'm gonna rock my mosquito net as hard as I can. What a great campsite this would have been had it not been 10 o'clock in the morning. So I kind of got the shit snacks today. I had a Lara bar, a coconut cream Lara bar that I picked up in the hiker box in Lion's Den. And I know why now. It was okay for the first couple of bites, but then it just kind of got kind of gross. And then the other thing I have is one of those like all the good stuff bars, and the cocoa one and the fruit one are good, but this one is fruit and vegetables covered in chocolate. And I had that in Oregon, and I remember just kind of going, oh, it's kind of gross. So those were my choices of snacks today. It's not going to cut it. But luckily, I do have hopefully a good lunch. I'm not so sure the idea of vacuum sealing 7 tortillas was good. They might just now be one massive tortilla, but if I do, I'll have a barbecue chicken tortilla and some olives. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to some chicken fettuccine alfredo tonight for dinner. So what do we think about out here? Food, how many miles we walk, food, where to get water, food, where to pee, and then food. Oh, and then where to poop. But yeah, it's a lot about what I think about. And I didn't get any snacks at Stehekin like I thought I would, like chips or, you know, those kind of munchy kind of snacks, because everything was really expensive and they didn't have any. So all I have is my bars. Okay, the trail is over there, and I am here. So it appears there is that log over some rapids, the funky little branch in it, or one of those bigger logs. Huh. Looks big enough. So I made it across on that big log, and without any issue, but, oh, this is cool. Look at this. Whoa, it's a massive rock. But anyway, I almost had a flippin' catastrophe. My phone has a little lanyard on it. It's a little lanyard that I like, so I can keep a good hold of it. But that was sticking out of my pocket, and there was some branches on that log, and one of them grabbed the lanyard because it was sticking out, pulled it out of my pocket, and just nicely held it there until I could grab it. Otherwise, oh my gosh, would have lost my phone. You're so dependent on your phone out here. I mean, I could just like keep following the trail, but I would have zero knowledge of where I am and how far I have to go and anything like that. So I'm going to put the lanyard inside my pocket from now on, and I learned my lesson. Looks like number 20 is going to be a limbo log. Okay, so I'm slogging up this fairly steep incline that's overgrown, thinking that's pretty. But then you can't forget to turn around and look at what's behind you. Whew. Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at this great stream and this lovely pool. My feet are gonna sit in that for a bit. I'm hot and sweaty, and I need to get out of all of my black clothes. It's not bad in the shade, but that sun, whoosh. Just had a nice little wade in that pool. I washed everything off with my little trusty towel. And I feel much better. I'm not quite as hot and sweaty as I was. But now I do think I have to go back out into the sun. But I'm feeling much more refreshed. Oh, and my tortillas. Well, they're not one big chunk. They're sort of a kind of a grayish area between where one tortilla starts and one tortilla stops. So I got a piece of tortilla, but it might have been 2 or 3 pieces or pieces of 2 or 3 tortillas, but I think it's gonna work. The flies are bugging me, so I'm doing this again. They're not landing, they just decide to like dive your eyeballs, and so that's why I wear the fly net. But look at that beautiful little waterfall. It must really rage because there's a lot of like fallen logs in it, so it must really rage in the springtime. This is the same stream that I had lunch at. Cascading down these rocks. Very pretty. So these three not only fell on the trail, but they kind of fell down the trail. It's a mess in here. So I just popped out of the woods to see this. Can't remember the name of that mountain. But there's even some snow down here, I'm assuming from avalanches coming off the top. And you can see crevasses on that. Must be glacier. I bet it was bigger not very long ago. Made it across that without issue. Some people forded. I did the logs. So much water today. Now I'm at the top of that bowl. And that snow down there is what I mentioned earlier when I was next to it. And that is the burn I came through and the valley I came up this morning. This is just my happy place. So pretty. Hello there. You're on the trail and I need to get on the trail too. Can I come right behind you? Can we walk together? Okay. You show me where to go. Pardon my French, but these are just some big ass boulders. That's probably, I have no idea, 25 feet high. I just hit 100 miles, 100 miles. I hiked 100 miles. Well, actually, I hiked 130 miles because I had to haul my ass up to the border and then start counting. Yay! Woo! So down there must be the trail to Cloudy Pass. And that's where Savage decided to go. He's going to go, looks like, up there and over and go to Holman Village. I've always kind of been curious about Holden Village. Holden Village. It's supposed to be a very small little community. So I'm sort of excited because he will do it and he will crush it. And then he'll tell me all about it because I'm a slowpoke old lady and he'll catch up to me. So here is my adorable little campsite. That's where I'm cooking my dinner. There's a cute little stream over here that runs down. Oh, I see garbage over there. We're going to have to fix that. I had to go an extra mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, because the stupid comment on Far Out about there being a couple good campsites back at the Cloudy Pass Junction. Well, I couldn't find any good campsites. So anyway, but I have this now. It's amazing. I just took my shoes off. I'm about to soak my feet in there, take a little bath. There's my cute little tent. So turns out, even though I didn't go where I thought I was going to go, I kind of almost got a better site. So, oh, I'm looking really beautiful. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I'm going to turn my phone off and save my battery. Good morning. I had a good night's sleep last night. I think it's the morning of day 12. Today is Monday, the 24th. So I had weird dreams last night. I had dreams that, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I had dreams that like 40 people showed up and they were going to have a little kid's birthday party. And I snuck my head out the tent and I said, hey, I'm a PCT hiker and I'm really tired. Is there any way you can go somewhere else? And they laid into me and were like calling me hiker trash. And, you know, while you were up in Louisiana starting your hike and abandoning your family, we're here with our families, enjoying them. So made me really miss my family, and I sure hope that they don't think that I'm abandoning them. I hope you guys don't. I love you, and we all do our different things. We all have our passions, and we have to do, you know, what we enjoy. So I'll be home soon. Anyway, it's supposed to rain later today and all night tonight. So the plan was originally, well, I don't really have a plan, but I thought about getting to the SOBO River Bridge. So I'm starting out a little early. It's about 6:15, and even if I get there early, I may set up my tent and just hunker down. I haven't journaled or done anything like that, so I can spend some time in the tent. I just don't really want to hike in the rain. I mean, I can, but after that bridge, it's up, and supposedly it's very overgrown. So I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll think about whether it's better to do that while it's raining or after it's rained and it's all wet the next day. So that's the plan. It's all downhill. Yay! It's all downhill, like 3,800 feet of downhill. So it should be easy on everything except my knees. So this is one of my first views of Glacier Peak. I saw peekaboo views yesterday, but I haven't seen anything totally open. I'm in the trees, but I think it's really pretty. Okay, I guess I'm glad I'm camped where I camped because there was water, but this would have been a sweet campsite. Why, you ask? Because this would be your view. There's this big peak right here. Don't know what it is. Try not to trip and fall. But there's that. And then beautiful Glacier Peak. Okay, so I came around the corner and I see George Washington's face. You see it? There's his eye, his nose, his mouth. Am I seeing things, or does that look like a person? Starting off in the morning with an easy one. This is number 33. Hello? Anyone home? Who lives here, I wonder? This is 42. This is easy. It looks like there's going to be a challenge up there. This is a serious avalanche chute. Oh, thank goodness. I heard this stream and I thought, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get across it. But this is the section of bridges and blowdowns. Thank goodness. So on the Oregon PCT, I entertained myself by taking pictures of all the flowers I could find. On the Wonderland Trail, I photographed every mushroom variety I could find. On this section, I decided to photograph and document every blowdown I have to deal with. And it's actually making me look forward to the blowdowns rather than dreading them. So this is number 50. Looks like you could do a limbo under, but there's also a old-fashioned walk-around technique. And I think I'm going to employ that one. So number 50 in the books. This one is 61 and deserves a video. This looks like a biggie. Oh, easy. Blowdown number 100. This is Miners Creek. There's a bunch of really cool looking campsites here. Thank goodness for this bridge. Ooh, a little bouncy. Another positive thing I just thought about with having blowdowns a lot is where there's blowdowns, there's shade. So I hate some days when it's super hot and we're exposed. So it's kind of nice. There's a cute little stream. It's kind of nice to have some shade. Okay, so I said it was nice, and then I came upon this maze of blowdowns. Not even sure where the trail is now. I'm gonna walk along this log. Whoa, where is the trail? So it's about 10 o'clock, and I'm taking a little break. And it's starting to rain, so I put my pack into rain mode. So I got my pad on the top. Everything's that should be stay dry is protected inside, but I probably will put my phone away and not take it out much, because if it's in my pocket it might get the charging port might get wet and then I won't be able to charge it. So might be the last of the videos, but the rain wasn't supposed to come according to the Garmin forecast, which I have found hasn't been completely accurate. You just have to deal with what you've got. It wasn't supposed to come until after 1, so it's a little early. Not raining hard, but it's starting to get a little windy. Had my rain jacket out. I'm just going to hike until I get sick of hiking. It might be all day. Who knows? Okay, so I just saw my first bear. He was on the trail, and he just ran in front of me. And he ran up into the woods, but I don't know if he's still there. I'm not going to be quiet when I go up there. But I really wish I would have been able to get a picture of him, but he was kind of littleish and kind of brownish, blackish. So I can't say. He looked very fuzzy, very cute. But he was kind of quiet. He just ran away. At first I thought it was a cougar. I was like, oh fuck. But it's a bear. So I'm going to keep my phone out so maybe I'll get a picture of him. But first bear sighting. Yay! Okay, so I don't see him. He went up into the woods over there somewhere, but I bet he was getting water just like I am. I just kept clanging my poles together and yelled, hey bear. But I think he was just as scared of him as he was just as scared of me as I was of him. So not bad for my first bear encounter. Okay, so me and my bright ideas. I thought I would go today about 10 miles to the SOBO River Bridge, and I thought, what's this toy bear right behind me? Oh. Anyway, I thought I would go to the SOBO River Bridge and camp. Yet, here I am, and it's 11:30. So I didn't do 10 before 10, but I did 10 before noon. It's too silly to stop now. So I'm gonna go to the other side and probably have some lunch and continue on. So there's the toilet. It says in use, but it's not, because you can see it right there. Not very private. Luckily I don't have to use it. Oh, thank goodness for bridges. This is a big one. Kind of cloudy and rainy. Just sitting under the bridge, eating my lunch. I decided to sit here because I know it won't fall on me, and it's nice and dry, and I don't have to worry about keeping things dry. So, having a little lunch, and moving on. So, I know I shouldn't have done this, but I looked ahead, I'm far out, to see how much further, are we there yet? How much further I have. And Stevens Pass, no, Snoqualmie Pass is 147 miles away. And that makes me wonder, can I really do this? Maybe that's this wall I'm hitting. Maybe the wall. But anyway, Stevens Pass is still 76 miles ahead, and that just seems like so far away. And I wonder, how the hell am I going to get there? But you can't quit on a bad day. I can't quit till I get to Stevens, so that's kind of not even a choice. So it's hard to be excited about it when it's all rainy and stuff. So I will revisit this thought of going home later when it's a good day and I'm not sitting under a bridge by myself. I've been by myself for quite a while, 2 days. So nothing like a blowdown that you might walk under and get hit in the head with a rock. That's the most interesting blowdown so far. If it was warm, this would be amazing. Despite the blowdowns, I'm really enjoying this section. It feels super wild, and the trees are massive. These are massive cedars. Just feels like very old forest. And where there are blowdowns, the trail is really lovely. I mean, the PCT is so well maintained. If it's just a little bit bad, I'll take it. Look at the size of these trees. I can't look up with my neck, but this thing's probably 15 feet around or wide. This one is so big. They're telling us to go that way, under these massive trees. What? You call yourself a blowdown? Have you seen what's behind me? This is nothing. Okay, this one was a jumble. I already went through it down there. Now I went over these. And now I have to go over that. Oy vey. So this one is interesting. Don't think I can get down that way. And those are huge. Maybe down there and then back down that log. This one's a good one. Let's see, got to problem solve this one. Some people have gone over. I think the under looks the best. Here's my campsite for night, I think 11. It's empty, but there's room for friends. There's a stream over there and a very milky river down there. It's supposed to rain, so hopefully I picked a good spot that won't get too wet.